Previously on X-Men.
I don't know what we're going to be reviewing at all. Not a single thing. Hey y'all, NPC 5120 here, and today, guys, today is the day. We are going to be reviewing Konami's X-Men. Now, if you didn't notice, the last two reviews, I did not talk about Konami's early history before they invented TMNT and Turtles in Time. One of Konami's last ventures into the beat 'em up genre, like not the genre itself, but the arcade portion, was X-Men. Originally, it was a six-player cabinet, but Arcade One Up converted it to a four-player cab, and well, like I just said, we're going to talk a little bit about the early history with the final beat 'em up in this line. So why don't you join me on this knowledgeable adventure? Konami is iconic. They made, in the 1980s, Gradius, Time Pilot, and most importantly of all, Frogger, their version of Pac-Man. With all these games, they are more consistently come of space side scrollers, much like Defender. They took those mechanics and made something the world was not ready for: the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Once they made that, it changed the arcade landscape forever. They made the Ninja Turtles in 1989, the last year of the 80s, and for the coming 90s. In 91, they made both Turtles in Time and Simpsons. And in 92, they made the subject of today, X-Men.
X-Men.
Now, if you notice, these X-Men are a lot different than the ones you're familiar with. Example, Wolverine has his red and yellow patterns. Do you know what that means? Wolverine is Australian, mate.
Which way now? This way, Keith. If you can. Don't worry about us, Dingo. I'll make sure we can.
That's right. This cabinet right here that has the yellow and brown Wolverine, the one we're not used to, he's Australian. It's kind of neat. I imagine him to say a bunch of things about Vegemite. But you don't want to hear about Wolverine with his Vegemite. You want to know about why the hell is his colors different? Why is he Australian instead of Canadian? Well, in 1989, Toei Animation, before they even made Dragon Ball, made a little pilot for Saturday morning cartoons for Marvel called X-Men. And there it was a villain of the week type of show. It's probably not as iconic as the original 1992 series, but when they were going through development, they changed it a little bit, mixed things around, turned Wolverine into a Canadian badass over here, and then we got the 1992 series we all know today. This X-Men series that was based in 1989. The episode title was called Pride of the X-Men, and you can find it on YouTube. It's pretty neat watch to watch what the 1992 series was spawned from. Uh, it's kind of surreal. It's like seeing the art before the art happens. So, but because they were in the development of this cabinet during the development of that cartoon, they have the first prints. They don't have the final yellow and blue scheme. They have the red and yellow scheme with, Australian Wolverine. So yeah, that's the history on why this cabinet, even if it's iconic and stuff, he don't have the same colors. It's a little different. Hell, they have Dazzler, which we're going into that whole joke in itself very soon. But first, let's look at the intro for Pride of the X-Men, shall we?
No place to hide. No place to run. No place to run. No temptation has now begun. X-Men, X-Men, it's the day, it's the day. X-Men, X-Men, coming your way. Magneto's horns are on the way to pillage, burn, and plunder. But there's one team that will not yield, the team that strikes like thunder. X-Men, X-Men, it's the day, it's the day. X-Men.
But enough with this history bullshit. I'm sure you want to know about the game. As for the cabinet itself, the look, the design, the whole thing about it, it is the most expensive out of the 3 Konami cabs that Arcade 1-Up did put out, but it is also the most pretty in my opinion. I think it's the most favorable design, especially with the classic characters on it, the X-Men logo, the nice marquee, the light up deck protector, the characters on the sides of the screen there. As you can see, it has every single's character and their whole chart. Everything you need to know about every single character. Right there. And there's 6 players to choose from in total. It's based off the 6-player Konami X-Men cabinet from back in the day. Arcade 1-Up obviously went with the 4-player model since I guess the other ones were 4 players, so they used the same type of modeling and mold for it. I gotta say, the design, it's my favorite. My favorite out of the 3. Then you got your coin doors. Red, of course. As I said in the Turtles review, every one of them are color coded. Simpsons yellow, Turtles green. And you can't go wrong with a red coin door. Please take my money. Earlier, when I was talking about how the original was a 6-player cabinet, I also didn't mention how the original cabinet was a 2-player LCD screen, meaning there would be a LCD screen at the bottom with a mirror right here, and then you have a normal screen right here that catches up to where the other screen is playing at the bottom of the arcade. You have a screen right here and you have a screen right here. Because back in the day they didn't have flat screens like they do today. They don't have things like that. To make a mirror image, they had to use 2 small screens to make one big full image, which is pretty neat. So I got a little footage of that to show y'all. The cabinet also has 3 games to pick from. Unlike the other 2, which are only 2 games, this one has 3. And the funny part is X-Men is the only Konami title. Both these 2, Captain America and the Avengers and Avengers and Galactic Storm, is made by Data East. We'll be reviewing those some other time, but let's get into X-Men. Here's the controller layout. As you see, there's 6 players to choose from. You got Australian Wolverine, mate. Colossus. Cyclops in his pajamas. Storm. And I guess I can only choose these 3 because it's the top. Storm, Nightcrawler, and Dazzler is the other 3.
Led by Magneto, aim to destroy the world. Humans can do nothing against the power of the evil mutant. The only hope is X-Men. Go and save the city.
A please would be nice. You can see you have 3 buttons. You have your punches, your kicks. Punch with this button. Jump with this one. And of course you got your, well, if I couldn't get my ass kicked. Yeah, mutant power. As for gameplay, there is about 6 levels, 6 or 8. I can't really tell you. I just went through it. I mean, I can't even tell you. It's a long game. You fight great X-Men villains such as the Great Wonderful Master. You fight a bunch of Sentinels. That is the, cannon fodder per se. You kill a Sentinel and one goes down, they all go down. I mean, cannon fodder. You got White Witch. You got Juggernaut, Mystique. You got some silver robot dude, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's a pretty great collection of every single X-Men villain that is more or less widely well known. I mean, hell, even the Blob's in there. That big fat ass that Wolverine tried to fight in X-Men Origins. Yeah, you don't want to mess with the Blob, that's for sure. But on here, Bob just burns. He's nothing. Now, after all that review, I'm going to show y'all the final battle of Konami's X-Men, the arcade game.
Alas, that was Mystique, not Magneto. Magneto is in another place. Go, X-Men!
And if you like today's review, remember, like, subscribe, comment, get the conversation started. I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts on this cabinet. I spent a lot of hard work on this review. I work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I've tried to put this out for y'all as fast as I can. And I plan to make more content soon. So if you could like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on. I'd like to see y'all next time on NPC Arcade or NPC 5120. Either one, you can address me by both. It's okay. We're all friends here. But as for now, I'm gonna go. Love y'all. Peace.